Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Speak English Daily. I'm Emma. Let me tell you something that might surprise you. Your English grammar is probably better than you think. Your vocabulary, also pretty good. But something still feels off. You say things that are grammatically perfect, but native speakers react strangely. They pause. They look confused. They seem uncomfortable, and you don't understand why. Let me show you what I mean. You need help, so you say, "Do this for me." Grammatically correct, but it sounds rude. Someone thanks you, and you say, "No problem." Correct English. But in some situations, it feels too casual. You want to know something, so you ask, "Where is the bathroom?" Perfect grammar. But it sounds too direct. Your English teacher would give you 100%, but in real life, people think you're being impolite or strange. Here's what's happening. You learned the grammar rules. You memorized the vocabulary, but nobody taught you the social rules of English. Nobody taught you that. "Can you" sounds more polite than "do this." "You're welcome" is more formal than "no problem." "Excuse me, where is" softer than "where is." These aren't grammar mistakes. These are cultural mistakes. And you're making your English feel awkward, even when it's correct. The good news? This is easy to fix. You don't need to study more grammar. You don't need more vocabulary lessons. You just need to learn how native speakers actually talk. Today, you'll learn 35 phrases that will make your English feel natural, not awkward. By the end of this video, you will stop accidentally sounding rude when you're trying to be polite, know how to say things in a way that feels comfortable to native speakers, understand the social rules behind everyday English, sound natural in any conversation. This is not about right or wrong. This is about comfortable or uncomfortable, because you can be 100% grammatically correct and still make people uncomfortable. Let's fix that. Let's begin. Shadowing practice. Category 1. Making requests, not commands. Could you, more polite than, "Do this for me"? Could you help me with this? Could you help me with this? Could you help me with this? Would you mind? Very polite way to ask. Would you mind closing the window? Would you mind closing the window? Would you mind closing the window? Do you think you could? Extra soft, very polite. Do you think you could send that to me? Do you think you could send that to me? Do you think you could send that to me? I was wondering if. Polite, indirect request. I was wondering if you could give me a hand. I was wondering if you could give me a hand. I was wondering if you could give me a hand. Is it possible to? Formal, polite request. Is it possible to change the meeting time? Is it possible to change the meeting time? Is it possible to change the meeting time? Category 2. Responding to thank you. You're welcome. Standard polite response. You're welcome. I'm happy to help. You're welcome. I'm happy to help. You're welcome. I'm happy to help. My pleasure. Formal, professional response. My pleasure. Anytime. My pleasure. Anytime. My pleasure. Anytime. Happy to help. Warm, friendly response. Happy to help. Let me know if you need anything else. Happy to help. Let me know if you need anything else. Happy to help. Let me know if you need anything else. Don't mention it. Casual, friendly response. Don't mention it. It was no trouble at all. Don't mention it. It was no trouble at all. Don't mention it. It was no trouble at all. Anytime. Very casual for friends. Anytime. That's what friends are for. Anytime. What friends are for. Anytime. That's what friends are for. Category 3. Getting someone's attention. Excuse me. Use this before asking something. Excuse me, could you help me find this? Excuse me, could you help me find this? Excuse me, could you help me find this? Sorry to bother you. When interrupting someone busy? Sorry to bother you, but I have a quick question. Sorry to bother you, but I have a quick question. Sorry to bother you, but I have a quick question. Do you have a moment? Asking for someone's time politely. Do you have a moment? I need to ask you something. Do you have a moment? I need to ask you something. Do you have a moment? I need to ask you something. Pardon me. Formal way to get attention. Pardon me, is this seat taken? Pardon me, is this seat taken? Pardon me, is this seat taken? When you have a chance. No rush, take your time. When you have a chance, could you look at this? When you have a chance, could you look at this? When you have a chance, could you look at this? Category 4. Asking for information. I'm wondering. Softer than direct questions. I'm wondering where the meeting room is. I'm wondering where the meeting room is. I'm wondering where the meeting room is. Do you happen to know? Polite way to ask if they know. Do you happen to know what time it starts? Do you happen to know what time it starts? Do you happen to know what time it starts? Could you tell me? More polite than tell me. Could you tell me where the restroom is? Could you tell me where the restroom is? Could you tell me where the restroom is? I was curious about. Gentle way to ask. I was curious about how this works. I was curious about how this works. I was curious about how this works. Would you mind telling me? Very polite information request. Would you mind telling me your name? Would you mind telling me your name? Would you mind telling me your name? Category 5, saying no politely. I'm afraid I can't. Polite refusal with regret. I'm afraid I can't make it to the meeting. I'm afraid I can't make it to the meeting. I'm afraid I can't make it to the meeting. I wish I could, but shows you want to, but can't. I wish I could, but I have another commitment. I wish I could, but I have another commitment. I wish I could, but I have another commitment. Unfortunately, I'm not available. Formal, polite refusal. Unfortunately, I'm not available that day. Unfortunately, I'm not available that day. Unfortunately, I'm not available that day. That doesn't work for me. Direct but polite. That doesn't work for me. Could we reschedule? That doesn't work for me. Could we reschedule? That doesn't work for me. Could we reschedule? I'll have to pass. Casual, polite decline. I appreciate the offer, but I'll have to pass. I appreciate the offer, but I'll have to pass. I appreciate the offer, but I'll have to pass. Category 6, giving opinions softly. I think. Softer than you should. I think we should consider other options. I think we should consider other options. I think we should consider other options. In my opinion, clear it's your view, not a fact. In my opinion, this approach is better. In my opinion, this approach is better. In my opinion, this approach is better. From my perspective, professional way to share views. From my perspective, we need more time. From my perspective, we need more time. From my perspective, we need more time. It seems to me that gentle opinion sharing. It seems to me that we're on the right track. It seems to me that we're on the right track. It seems to me that we're on the right track. I feel like casual personal opinion. I feel like we should start earlier. I feel like we should start earlier. I feel like we should start earlier. Category 7, making everything smoother. If you don't mind, before doing something, if you don't mind, I'd like to add something. If you don't mind, I'd like to add something. If you don't mind, I'd like to add something. I appreciate it. Shows gratitude warmly. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. That would be great. Positive response to offers. That would be great. I'd love that. That would be Great. I'd love that. That would be great. I'd love that. Thanks for understanding. After explaining something difficult, thanks for understanding. I really appreciate your patience. Thanks for understanding. I really appreciate your patience. Thanks for understanding. I really appreciate your patience. Let me know. Friendly way to end requests. Let me know if you need anything else. Let me know if you need anything else. Let me know if you need anything else. Perfect. You just practiced 35 phrases for natural-sounding English. Now, let me show you how these work in real life. Real-life situations. Awkward versus natural. Let me show you 3 common situations where your English might be correct, but feel awkward. Listen carefully to both versions. Situation 1. Ordering at a coffee shop. First, the awkward version. You walk up to the counter. Hi, I want a coffee. Large, hot.
Okay. Anything else?
No.
That's $5.
You hand over the money and walk away without saying anything. That was grammatically correct, but it felt cold, rude, demanding. Now listen to the natural version. You walk up to the counter. Hi, could I get a large coffee, please? Hot, not iced.
Of course. Anything else for you today?
That's all. Thank you.
Great. That'll be $5.
Here you go. Thanks.
You're welcome. Have a great day.
You too. Same transaction, same outcome, completely different feeling. The natural version used phrases from today. Could I get? Please. Thank you. You're welcome. Small changes, big impact. Situation 2. Asking for help at work. Here's the awkward version. Your colleague is working at their desk. Give me that file.
Which one?
The project file. I need it now.
Okay.
You don't respond. Your colleague has just helped you, and now they feel annoyed. Now the natural version. Your colleague is working at their desk. Hey, do you have a moment?
Sure, what's up?
I was wondering if you could send me the project file when you get a chance.
Of course. I'll send it right now.
That would be great. Thanks so much.
No problem. Happy to help.
I really appreciate it. Same request, but this time your colleague feels respected and happy to help. The phrases made all the difference. Do you have a moment? I was wondering if, when you get a chance. Thanks so much. I appreciate it. Situation 3. Declining an invitation. Awkward version first. A coworker invites you to dinner.
Hey, want to come to dinner on Saturday?
No, I can't.
Oh, okay then.
Awkward silence. Your coworker feels rejected. Now the natural version. A coworker invites you to dinner.
Hey, want to come to dinner on Saturday?
Oh, I'd love to, but unfortunately, I'm not available that day. I already have plans.
No worries. Maybe another time.
Absolutely. I'd really like that. Thanks for inviting me.
Of course. I'll reach out again soon.
Same answer, you can't go. But this time, your coworker doesn't feel rejected. They feel like you actually care. See how powerful these phrases are? They transform your English from correct to comfortable. Now let me give you simple rules to remember. Here are 6 easy rules. Remember these and your English will always feel natural. Rule number 1, add could you before requests. Don't say, give me that. Say, could you give me that? Don't say, help me. Say, could you help me? One small change, instantly more polite. Rule number 2, always say, excuse me, before asking strangers anything. Don't say, where's the bathroom? Say, excuse me, where is the bathroom? Don't say, what time is it? Say, excuse me, do you have the time? This tiny phrase changes everything. Rule number 3, never respond to thank you with just okay or silence. Always say you're welcome or happy to help or my pleasure. English speakers expect a response. Silence feels rude. Rule number 4, soften no with explanation or regret. Don't say, no, I can't. Say, I wish I could, but I can't. Don't say, I don't want to. Say, I appreciate the offer, but I'll have to pass. Show that you care, even when refusing. Rule number 5, use I think before opinions. Don't say you're wrong. Say, I think there might be another way to look at this. Don't say, that's bad. Say, in my opinion, that might not work. This makes you sound thoughtful, not aggressive. Rule number 6, say please and thank you more than feels necessary. In English-speaking cultures, you cannot say these too much. Add them everywhere, at restaurants, at stores, at work, with friends. More is better. That's it. 6 simple rules. Follow these and your English will feel natural every time. Now, let me say something important to all of you. I want to talk to everyone who's been told your English is good, but something still feels wrong. Maybe people understand you, but they seem uncomfortable around you. Maybe you follow all the grammar rules, but conversations feel stiff. Maybe you say the right words, but get the wrong reactions. And you feel confused and frustrated. You studied so hard, you know the grammar, you memorized the vocabulary. So why does it still feel awkward? Here's what I need you to understand. It's not your fault. Language classes teach grammar and vocabulary, but they don't teach you how English feels. They don't teach you that I want sounds demanding. They don't teach you that silence after thank you feels rude. They don't teach you that direct questions without excuse me feel aggressive. These are cultural roles, not grammar rules, and nobody taught you this. Until today you learned 35 phrases that make you sound natural, not awkward. These phrases add politeness without being fake. They add warmth without being overly friendly. They add respect without being too formal. When you use them, something magical happens. People relax around you. Conversations flow more easily. You feel more confident. Because you're not just speaking correct English anymore. You're speaking English that feels right. And that changes everything. So the next time you need to ask for something, make a request, or respond to someone, don't just think about grammar. Think about how it sounds, how it feels. Now it's your turn to practice. In the comments, rewrite one awkward sentence in a natural way. I'll read every one and tell you if it sounds natural. Also, like this video if you realize your English has been correct but awkward, and now you know how to fix it. Share it with friends who struggle with sounding natural in English. Subscribe for more lessons about the social and cultural side on English. And remember this, correct grammar gets you understood. Natural phrases get you liked. You want both. I'm Emma from Speak English Daily. Thank you for being here. Thank you for wanting to speak English in a way that feels right, not just technically correct. You're doing amazing. Take care, everyone. And remember, your English doesn't need to be perfect. It needs to feel comfortable. Bye, everyone.